on to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. We will be talking about them throughout the show today, like we always do this time of year. But did you survive Thanksgiving? Did everybody make it okay? Did you eat too much? Did everybody get along well? Did everybody, just kind of have some fun? I know I ate way too much. I'm struggling through that this morning. I hope you all had some fun. But now, let's get ready for Christmas. But we're going to talk about some fun stuff. Got some opportunities to still do some fishing out there. And you know me, I'm still chasing ducks, and that's not going to change, although the weather doesn't look great for the next handful of days. But we got a lot of ground to cover. Today in the studio for the first time, we have Brandon Jones with Pete Fogel from Rods and Reels in Need. We're going to talk about an event going on throughout the month of December over there at Fisherman's Marine, how you can help kids get rods and reels, of course, just as the name says. Get them out there and have some fun during the perfect time of year, and a number of ways that you can, well, take advantage of that and help out kids and families and save a little bit of dough at the same time. So when we have a chance to talk with Pete and Brandon, we got some events that are coming up with that. So we're going to make sure to get that information out to everyone. Along with that, we've got a video clip for the first time here. We've had James here from 540 Training. We've got a video clip that we filmed over at their facility where they actually have their classes where you can physically go in and learn how to protect yourself and your family. It's a really good one, and I get a chance to spend some time with them this upcoming week. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So we're going to be busy with that, but we got plenty of time to take some of your phone calls. It's easy. It's the North American Metals hotline. It's 503-548-6777. We'd love to hear from you. Any reports that you want to share, comments that you want to get out there, or if you happen to be out in the field somewhere, I got an idea of what you'd be doing. I'd love to hear from you as well. If you have a live report, we'll put you at the front of the line as always. And there's a number of ways that you can hook up with us here at Outdoor GPS. If it's through our Facebook page, which is easy to join along there, or of course you can call us up on that North American hotline, Metals hotline that is, and of course nothing's more fun than having a chance to show you some photos. Everybody's been sending in lots of them. Today we're actually a little bit short, Ryan. What, did you run out? Did you run out of some photos? But we got a ton of photos we're going to be showing everyone, and we're going to show you the easiest way to send those photos over and video that we love to show at the beginning of each one of our shows every Saturday and Sunday morning. Then, of course, we got my report segment from this week, and it's going to be brief for a number of reasons. With the holiday and everything else going on, busy as can be, but do have a report and a photo to share as well. Just a single photo. Might be different than we might expect, but we're going to have that as well. And we're going to have the opportunity to answer a couple of our Facebook questions. There's been the opportunity the last couple of weeks to answer some of those questions, and there's been several more that have been coming in, so pay attention to that. We're going to try to get through a couple of those later on in the show. And we've got the Deal of the Week from Fisherman's Marine, which of course falls in line with just that time of year. Christmas is right around the corner. We actually put the Christmas tree up yesterday. Y'all know what I mean. We do have a live phone call that's coming. That's Richard from Kenmore. We haven't had a chance to check in with Richard in quite a while, but it looks like he's got a live report from Lake Washington. Now, if you've seen some of the reports here on the show over the years now from Richard, typically we talk with him. He's out there on the saltwater up in the Puget Sound area, but today, Richard, you're back on the lake. So what's going on up there? How's the fishing? Am I missing him? I can't hear him. But at the very least,
had most of our opportunity taken away from us. So we're just out here on the south end of Lake Washington, looking for some big cutthroat this morning. We got one about 20 inches. So
wow.
So looking for some more, using those little spin ray 4-inch Pro Trolls with a BKCP with a little bit of night crawler.
So we missed the very beginning of that. You mentioned that you lost an opportunity. Can you back up to that for us? What opportunity was removed?
My winter Chinook opportunity that, it just always seems like the whole West Coast is once they have taken away something from us, they never revisit it. And here we're supposed to be winter blackmouth fishing or winter Chinook fishing, and we're not. We're stuck with trolling for trout in Lake Washington, and it just really hurts that, you know, we're producing all these hatchery Chinook salmon for whales, and we don't even get but an 8-day season in March anymore. So it's just super frustrating.
So that fishery that we've talked about before in the past no longer exists this time of year?
Dude, it's totally gone. You know, the SRK problem that the whales are starving. Mm-hmm. You know, they've upped hatchery production by like 16 million Chinook just for the whales, and they've taken that away from us. Here's the recreational angler out there with a single hook trolling for a 1 fish a day limit. Is totally gone. It used to be November 1st through April 15th, and that's totally gone. I don't think we'll ever see it again.
That's very interesting, because I remember we've talked about this in the past, that part of that mitigation with increasing the hatchery output, of course, yes, for the killer whale population up north, everyone, it's a very absolutely necessary to be done for the killer whale population, no question. But part of that was that it would also leave opportunity for the sport fleet, and that's not the case.
No, I mean, not at all. If anything, they've taken away even more of our summer and spring opportunity, any opportunity for Chinook salmon. They've dwindled it down to 3,000 fish is what we were allowed to fish on this summer in 2 areas. So that's nothing for how much pressure the fisheries receive.
Wow, it's pretty interesting that the state of Washington, as greedy as it's known to be, would go ahead and cost themselves hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue from those fisheries. Well, that goes to show you.
Tell you the truth, Owen, I think the only way to make them listen would be a month or 45-day license boycott and come together as a group, because until we stop fighting over fishing spots and come together as one big user group, nothing will happen.
There's no doubt. Very, 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 very difficult to get done, but certainly, yeah, it's like he mentioned, everyone. Once it's taken away, generally they don't revisit it. Just look what happened to us back in '02 when you're talking about mechanical decoys, but that's a whole different story for me. Y'all know it drives me nuts. All right, well, tell me about Lake Washington. You said you got a 20-incher that's in the boat. You're trolling the 4-inch Pro Troll. You've got a cut plug behind it, a Brad's cut plug, that is, everyone. How's the fishing overall, especially this time of year?
You know, the lake's in transition to where it's starting to flip over, so finding that thermocline is super important and staying on it. There's big schools of perch in here if you get too shallow, so we've kind of stayed out in the 80, 90-foot range. It's just choked with perch right now because they're in spawning mode right now. So If you can get on the outside of that, keep your speed up around 1.9, 1.8, and just we got downriggers down at 38, 28, and 2 top rods at like 16 and 12. So got the water column covered from 40 feet up.
Well, a 20-inch cutthroat got to be some darn good eating.
Yeah, I would catch and release in this Lake Washington. You can, but we don't.
Okay, I get it. Definitely some lakes that you might want to do that in. But at least you're out fishing. I know it's not what you would like to be doing right now, Richard, but we do appreciate the report for all you folks up north. You got some options up there. Tell me about the weather. You seen any ducks flying by in groups of, 5,000 or 6,000 that are heading south, hopefully seeing stuff travel? Is it frozen?
No, but
no? Okay.
But I think the state of Washington needs to open up a cormorant season.
Oh, we both do. Washington, Oregon, absolutely. It's insane what they allow to have happen. Richard, as always, man, I wish that we had more positive stuff, but at least you're having some fun. But we all understand your frustration. Have a great week, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, you too. And if I don't talk to you, if I don't go fishing before Christmas, you have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family when it comes to this time of year, guys.
You bet. You take care. Be safe, okay, Richard? All right, let's go ahead and show you some photos that everybody's been sending over. We'd love to see more. Anything that you would like to share that has anything to do with fishing, hunting, outdoors, and if you're having some fun, it doesn't have to be fishing or hunting, but we'll show you the easiest way to do it. Here's a good one: 1 pole, 11 keepers. And yeah, after even the conversation we had with Bill Monroe Jr. not too long ago, the crabbing's been pretty darn good in the lower Columbia. Those bay areas are going to become much better. Now that there isn't any fresh water coming into the bays. Here's another one. First season success. Rubber robin. All those multiple of different types of gear that they make. Very, very cool. And a nice, looks like spike hunt. Well done. It looks like everyone's got a smile on their face. That's what it's all about. And it's easy. Everyone will show you how to do it. But we're going to see a few more of these Chinook photos starting to come in. Bobber down. See, now that's what I'm missing already. It's so frustrating that we can't be on some of those coastal rivers in December. But yeah, very cool. Kyle, thanks for sending the photo in. We appreciate it. And there's a lot of ways that you can do it, but we'll, of course, show you numerous different ways. That is a steelhead, everyone. Umatilla, that is a dandy steelhead. A lot of you might look at it and go, oh my God, it looks like a silver. That ain't no silver. That's a steelhead. Wow. That's a good fish. I am so excited about winter steelhead right around the corner. Here's another one. Chrome colt. Interesting. Hope maybe a downriver fish. Sean, nice fish though. Out in the drift boat. Hopefully that's in my near future. We got January right around the corner, everyone. Can you believe it? We're staring at 2025. At least first blacktail. Nothing but deliciousness right there, everyone. The trophy is not always the antlers, everyone. Freezers need trophies too. So does my belly. It's just that simple. Here we go, chukar hunt. I had a friend that was just over on the east side chasing chukar. First hunt, first chukar. Very, very cool. That is one of those species of bird that'll drive you nuts, let alone you better be in good shape. You better be in good shape. Kimberly, congrats on that. You'll be chasing them. They're also extremely delicious if you're able to find those coveys. And make the hits, which is a whole other story. It's the Fox 12 app. It's the easiest way to send photos over. It'll literally line you out on how to send those photos in. Once you scroll down to it, if you have trouble though, I'll go ahead and throw Ryan into the mix. Just send him a message. He'll help you out any way that he can so that you can get those photos uploaded so we can show you off every Saturday and Sunday morning. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to have the report segment for you. Not a whole lot going on around here in the Northwest right now. There are some opportunities to still chase some fish around. You got to be motivated. And if you're like me, well, fishing isn't necessarily on your mind. There's a lot of hunting opportunities as well. We'll try to cover as much of that as we can and cover the typical information that we have every Saturday and Sunday morning. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.